Halloween darling, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. If you were here for my last video, I sort of revealed that I have a Halloween collection coming out. It's very small, very limited. I have 8 pieces in this collection. 4 dolls, 4 ornaments. And so this video is actually going to be a preview. So I'm going to show you what I've been making for my collection. All right, let's get started. Okay, so this first one, her name is Yarrow, and she is sort of a botanical witch. Let's see if I can hold her back here so you can see her entire body. So she has hand-sculpted eyes, a hand-painted face. She has a little spider ring detail in her hair. I love using sort of nostalgic pieces in my work because I feel like it adds a whole other layer of love to the piece. She is wearing this amazing botanical printed dress, which I found in downtown Lawrence at a shop called Sarah's. I was walking by and I wasn't even expecting to buy any fabric that day, and I was just walking by and I saw this amazing fabric in the window, and look at it. It's botanical, but it has candy corns. There are candy corns in it and pumpkins, and I have never seen anything like this. So naturally, I just turned right around, went in, got some, and I didn't even know what I was going to use it for. But when I was making Yarrow, it just felt right to use this amazing, very special material for her dress. She also has an orange and black striped pleated ruffle on the bottom of the dress. She has the black and white striped tights. She has an embroidery thread on her back for hanging, but she can also sit, of course. But anyways, and her arms move. So yes, that's Yarrow. Okay, so I thought for this video I could sort of like show you a doll, then show you an ornament, then show you a doll and ornament. So that's how we're gonna do this. So the next one is an ornament, and this one is called Baby, for obvious reasons. So this is a little pumpkin ornament, and I hope it's not too blurry. I just thought he had the sweetest little baby face. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid that it's blurry, and I'm so sorry for that if that's the case. He's wearing little black and orange striped jammies. Here's his back. Hand sculpted, hand painted by yours truly, of course. Okay, next up we have a witch. This is Fern. And Fern is interesting because I decided to do something that I've never really seen before. I wanted to try going with like kind of a candy corn color scheme for her, and I decided to do yellow skin, which you don't usually see on a witch doll. Usually they have like green skin or something, but this one I wanted her to be different. And so she has her hand sculpted eyes. She has kind of this unique, almost like cartoonish looking nose. I usually do sort of like hook noses, but I decided to just really make her very different, very special. She has a little witch hat. It's just very simple because I felt like it kind of went with her look, which is obviously this sweet little owl print dress. And she has a little antique button, and also her ruffle that goes around her dress at the top, that was made using an antique black petticoat that I had salvaged, because I find these things. It was a Victorian petticoat, and I find these things and they, you know, they're all torn up, but I think, oh, I can make something with that, and so that was used for that. She has this beautiful little ruffle down at the bottom of her dress. Her legs are like moons and stars material. She also has an embroidery thread on her back for hanging. But anyways, so that is Fern. So the next ornament that I'm going to show you, I've named this one Halloween Special. I'm not going to explain why. I have my reasons. But I just think she's just the funniest, cutest little girl with her little green pigtails, and she's wearing a little orange pumpkin. She has a little orange pumpkin body. And there she is from the side. She's just kind of a strange little critter, but she's also hand sculpted and hand painted by me. Now we're getting into the sort of like creepier dolls. So this season I was super inspired, and what really got me off my butt to start creating was this particular doll. This one was inspired by medieval ghosts with their sort of like skeletal bodies, like skeletal corpse-like bodies, wearing their shrouds. Like, I referenced images from like medieval manuscripts that you kind of like see around. Anyways, so this right here is Ghost in a Shroud. Let me pull it back so you can see the whole magnificent beauty. This tool was dyed using watered down acrylic paint. This doll is painted pretty much all over its body. You have the face is painted, the stomach has there are little maggots in his tum-tum. He has, you know, the painted details to emulate a skeleton. And it continues even onto the back. He has the hand-sculpted eyes, as per usual. His arms, obviously, are jointed. His shroud can actually kind of come down, and it reveals like this sort of like wispy hair. And let me see if I can get this on him, right back on him in front of you. All right, so there he is, the medieval Ghost in a Shroud. This next ornament is this silly little girl. Her name is Peggy, and she is kind of a little spider girl. As you can see, she has 8 legs and a whole bunch of little eyes. She has this sort of wind-blown hair. And anyways, I just thought she looked like a Peggy or Peg. I don't know why. They tell me what they want to be named. That's how they get named, guys. They tell me. All right, so that was Peggy. Okay, so the final doll was actually going to be another Ghost in a Shroud based off of the medieval manuscripts. But so the one that you just saw was a skeleton Ghost in a Shroud. This other one was going to be a Corpse in a Shroud ghost. But as I was making this doll, it decided it wanted to be something else. And when that happens, you just have to answer that call and make them into what they want to be. And so this one is actually the Corpse Witch. And she has this pretty detailed hat. It's got these big, beautiful ruffles on him. And then this magnificent veil that just barely covers her eyes. She has a spooky hand-painted face, the hand-sculpted eyes, of course. The hat is removable. All of the hats are removable, guys. She has ruffles down at the bottom of her, she has ruffles down at the bottom of her dress. She has orange and black striped legs. I am so sorry, it keeps doing that. She also has an embroidery thread. Something else that I wanted to mention about the Corpse Witch is that I found these little bat toothpicks at a local antique mall, and I decided rather than using buttons on her dress that I would attach these to the dress instead, just to throw in a little extra nostalgia. So the bats are on there. But anyways, that is the Corpse Witch. Oh, and also her skin is hand dyed to kind of be this amazing sort of like gray, like very light gray, very murky sort of color. It just felt like the right color for this. I get very particular about the colors that I use in my work sometimes, that nothing will do but to hand dye it to exactly the color that I want it to be, and that's the case for the Corpse Witch. Now, something else I wanted to mention is that if you remove the hat, she just has these two wisps. I mean, it doesn't even continue up on top. It's just, she's a corpse. So I wanted her hair to be wispy and sort of like unsettling. And so there you have it, the Corpse Witch. The final ornament that I'm going to show you is, this is Francisco. So this ornament has a sort of like ghost-like shape with the classic black and white stripes. Nice creepy hands. I am so sorry. It seems like the light is going out here, and that would make sense because I really worked down to the wire today. And so I'm recording this kind of late in the day. So I'm sorry if it's not as bright as it could have been. But I really wanted to get this out today. Francisco has a third eye, chartreuse hair, and there's the back. Also, of course, hand sculpted and hand painted. I hope that you've enjoyed this preview today. I had a lot of fun showing you my new creations that I'm so excited about. I always get so excited when they're born, and I love sharing them with the world. And it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I hope that you liked seeing them. Anyways, so these little creatures will be available in my shop this Wednesday, October 1st, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And my shop is in the link that you see below right here. So I guess until next time, have a perfectly magical day, everyone. Bye for now.